Hello everyone, this is Big E, and today I am kind of continuing the basic play that I've been doing for a while now on Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. So, um, and yes,
Now that
that's
we have Winterhold, I can
something actually
garrison some troops there until we're ready to
from
march
someone
on
I have
Windhelm.
been watching called Epic Nate, who actually says it that way. He basically says Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. So, I will have to say that this one is modded. Now I'm not used to. I haven't been used to mods. I've only been playing this in what's considered the vanilla. So I decided to go ahead and try it. I have actually completed this uh, with Skyrim, so I've gotten the trophies as much as I basically could, and have completed a lot of little side quests and whatnot for that particular character. So I decided eventually, because I wanted to go back, to actually do some mods. Now I've been playing around with these mods, and I actually did start out with uh, a kind of let me see, it's still around, but it's not. It's disabled. It basically I've created God race. Basically, there's a variety of things you can do. The only issue with this one was that the biggest issue I had with this one was um, didn't have it had water walking, and unfortunately, I couldn't turn it off when you had to swim. So there were uh, certain quests and side quests I could not actually do. So I I've been playing around with a lot of these. So one of the things I've been trying to get is the environment, how it looks, but also having a variety of different things. One of the things I love is the magic. So I have like a ton of different new magic, ton of different new things and not just weapons, but like different types of like arrows and things like that. Um, it really does make a difference in so many ways. And there's actually for this particular one, the Fendrix Magic Reloaded actually has a place that you can go, and as you can kind of sort of read here, you actually go into the new world of Monitis. You get new spells. The new elemental archetypes is basically you got blood, you get poison, you get wind and water, which you wouldn't have otherwise. There's fire, and yeah, you can summon like a Dickens, and I'm going to be showing you all that. So as you can tell, there's like a ton of new stuff that you can actually get. Um, and you do even get new swords and all that. I got at least two different ones that I sometimes use, and I have upgraded them. So it was actually pretty cool to do that one. It just took its time. Um, and then this one is actually rather new because I've been playing around with another one. Unfortunately, the other one had this thing with the darkness that once you got into nighttime at a particular time period, I barely could see. Even with even with my character's night vision, which my character is a Khajiit, so it was kind of weird that I felt like, okay, I'm just gonna have to wait, a few hours, kind of thing. It looked fine. It looked pretty decent. But this one is impressing me a lot. So, yeah. Now I decided to actually use this one just because of the fact I wanted to get to know a little bit the lore also as I go. Even though, yeah, you know, reading the books and things like that is the lore too. So, but you can get more, or at least a variety of different things. This one isn't exactly working the way that it's described. Also, when you actually look at it, the detailed, it has like colors in the on the map. I've actually seen this with Epic Nate, and I think he uses PC anyway. So it looks like that picture that he had was by PC because it's not how it looks. The the good thing though is you can actually see the environment a whole lot better. It's like, okay, there how am I going to get there? Oh, okay, I'm going to have to probably go this way. And I'm going to show you that. Resurrection, that was actually recommended through the God Race. Which, of course, if I accidentally kill someone, I can go ahead and put them up. Unfortunately, if you accidentally kill a civilian or anything like that, and they try to go after you before, and you're trying not to do anything, and you resurrect them, they'll go back after you. It's actually kind of funny. So since the God race wasn't working, I was able to get the Ring of God mode. Now I did start out with this. I'm not using it right now, but it's really a great way for starting just to kick ass and get as much as you want, because you get not just magic stamina, but you also have the ability to carry like a whole lot. Now the faster loading, it was something that I felt was a good idea. That way I can quickly level up, quickly get stuff, and boy has that worked out pretty well. So I'm actually like on level 76, so as you probably saw. Um, and I haven't gotten to the whole part of the game, so, and I've actually done the legendary destruction about 4 or 5 times, because some of the stuff I have with the God Ring was able to use a lot of the high amount of the magic that you get, because some of that magic is incredible. Then of course some of the water and things like that. Now, I wanted to do the werewolf. Now, I'm not entirely impressed with the werewolf part of it, but from time to time I have used it. And they're not just with rings, but they're also magic that you can use to turn into one. The reason why I was not as impressed is because you kind of start out with low health to a certain degree. And you're thinking you can really survive well, not always. And that's actually the epic werewolves. That's the part where you can actually turn into one by magic. Here's some extra parts of that reloaded. Now this, I decided to have increased carry, 2 different ones, and the only reason is because I didn't want to have to have the Ring of God mode all the time, but I already had a ton of stuff with me. Now I just got this one recently, and because I've been wanting to like get from certain areas easier. It's not actually easy sometimes when you like to go from point A to point B and realizing there's a mountain in your way. Now, these 2 were just so that I can make things interesting while I'm in the city. And then this one is for lighting inside. So we have the exterior and then we have the interior, and they're supposedly compatible. Now, sometimes the interiors get so yellow, it gets almost a little too yellow in my view, but if there's like a sunlight or some kind of window or something, there's like this other amount that comes through, and I think it just goes through what the lighting is supposed to be, and lights it up a little bit more. So it kind of makes it interesting within itself. So as you can kind of sort of see, it's a little bit, the lighting is a little bit different. In certain areas we'll have a lot more
must be
a lot more
rather
yellow.
nervous with us so close to his doorstep.
So, and then with magic, I'm able to slow down time. Weapon speed. Okay, those are fine. This one was different. The darkness, which you can actually turn invisible. And here's a werewolf cloak that you can turn invisible as a werewolf. Destruction. That's pretty much where everything is at. There's earth, even. Being able to create boulders. Some of the elementals are a little more than what you do actually get in-game otherwise. But you get all that. You get the werewolf, which is still interesting. And you get like this werewolf elemental, this kind of a tree that you eventually are able to build up. So I probably should do it more often because I see that I could improve my health. And then some of these are really impressive. Some things are not, but some of it looks really cool. And we even have poison. There's a shock werewolf. I don't know why there's two. One is supposed to be without the epic. The other one is epic. And this is actually new, but I think that's actually part of the anniversary edition, because I never saw it before. And then here's wind. Now, conjuration. You can conjure arrows, which I found kind of useless to me. But here we can conjure a lot of new things. Bear spirit, a dragon spirit, saber cat. These are ones I actually picked and bought. And then you can actually summon particular things. I mean, just even a basic dog. But you can do a dragon. So you got like a ton of things. Even different kinds of saber cats. And this one you actually win over eventually anyway. That one I think is part of in-game. Don't know about that one. But the divine ones are new. Some of it is curing. Some of it is actually really good strong ability. Like for an example, the sun ray. That's like a strong, intense ray of light that destroys things like easily. It's incredible. Of course, the magic part of that gets drained like incredibly. So you have like a variety of different things. I don't know if that one's new. I mean, it's new, but I don't know if that was through the thing there. And the restoration. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't think I have enough of that unless I would use the God mode part of it. Okay. And then of course the shouts are, I think, all the same. You do get a few that are actually in your powers part. So pretty much everything on that. Now some of the weapons that were different. This one was, I believe, in that place with Fendrick, because it has this. It's kind of like it's a bright kind of sword where it turns everything kind of blue. and it's also, I think, another sword, but I set it up for this one. It's a Vandal sword effect, which I guess I got rid of the sword and I decided to put that on here because I think the golden kind of thing is kind of an interesting one. The golden, of course, is part of the anniversary. So, but there are just certain ones, and then you can get like legendary bolts. I've actually used, let's see where it is. Is it this one? Yeah, Infernal Blast. I've actually used this one with one of my one of the crossbows to actually get somebody. So by far away, and because it was actually suggested at one point. Ah, the rain went away. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the new mod there. Now the jump mod, well, it's not as impressive as I thought it would. It's too bad that PlayStation does not entirely allow for modding as much as it could. I mean, obviously PC is just legendary for it. And of course, because of Microsoft, they're able to do that decently well with Xbox. So, which I am eventually thinking of getting a Series X anyway, eventually. Because I want to go back to some of my old Xbox games that I still have. And I want to try some of the Xbox games I wasn't able to play back in the day when I picked up PS3 instead of an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One. So, yeah, because games are games. That's how I think. Alright. Okay, so this is the new map. It's actually a lot closer. You can actually see where you could be going. So you can kind of sort of see the areas. They're far more detailed. The only issue, of course, it doesn't have everything. Like the mod actually says. But it definitely shows the terrain. And that is actually something that is quite useful. The terrain is a good thing to actually know. Because when I go from one place to another, I'm wanting to get up that hill and go from here from here to like here or something. And I want to go the straightest route. And then I realize I don't think I can. And then I have to go all the way around. So, alright, so let's see. Let's doing the. Let me see here. Regain East March. And I got that going. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. It's of course a major. This is a major story, so spoilers ahead if you've somehow never played Skyrim. And actually did the Imperial part of that. I decided for this character to do Imperial rather than doing doing the Stormcloaks, which I almost usually pick the Stormcloaks for some odd reason. But decided this time around to do Imperials. Okay, so I'm just trying to find where I need to go. Not telling me. That's the one bad thing I don't like about this game much. Is not easily finding it. I wish there were actual. Looks like maybe something here. Oh, that's the Dark Sanctuary. No, I don't want that right now. I don't want to do that one yet. I don't want to go to jail yet. And lose all my stuff. What? I'm seeing some... Oh, that's that. I guess I could do... There is a little trick, I believe. Show on map. There we go. It's close to that. Interesting. Oh, it was going to give me some lore there. Snow.
Legacy. Damn Stormcloaks rebels.
The General and I have our disagreements, but he's the best hope for both the Empire and Skyrim. Your objective is the enemy-held fort. Meet the soldiers preparing for the attack, then join them in wiping out the rebels. Once you prevail, we will garrison the fort. Well, soldier, are you up to the task? I knew I could count on you, soldier.
Okay. And where are the men? I do have it on my thing, right? Oh, no. Might as well make that work. For ammo, is that okay? I'll do that. I know I'm probably gonna have to walk on water. Oh. Never built a campsite. And here's the rain. And of course I should have looked. Figures. Well, let's see if this works better. There we go. Get my most awesome sword. And I think I'm going to... I think I have it still. Is it the time one that I have right now? Yeah. Finally increase it. Definitely gonna have to make sure it's less amount because it takes a lot, especially for the detect life. Detect life takes a lot. Okay guys, let's take it over. Anyone have an umbrella? The other thing too is that it's not as foggy, although there are times the map is foggy as hell. Uh-oh. The reason why I'm not attacking as much is just because most of my swords and everything is very highly statted. I actually did not show that yet. So because of the level, my smithing is up to 100. And so with smithing, I've been able to smith some things that has a very strong amount. A sword, yes, can actually one-hit kill dragons. So, and pretty much almost everybody else. Oh. And because I have these people with me, I have to be very careful. I don't want to kill anyone on my team. Because it's just a one-hit kill.
Call yourself a warrior?
I just know they're wearing bluish. And the red is Imperial. So as you can see, I'm just wiping them out because of my level with my Dawnbreaker. And yes, I love the Dawnbreaker. It kind of makes me think a little bit of how it looks. Much like the Thundercat's sword, the Sword of Omens, with the thing in the middle. That's how I think of it. But wait, there's more. Good guy, good guy. Good guy, good guy, good guy. Good guy, good guy. Where? Any more bad guys? Where's the bad guy?
I yield! I yield! I yield! That's the best you can do.
Damn it. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Now, of course, he disappears, so I can't resurrect him. Hello there. Ah, he just magically appeared. How convenient. Actually, there's more than 0, but okay. Stormcloaks. I don't know if it's a mod error or that's part of that game sometimes, but sometimes I think the conversational one isn't entirely best. Okay, where are they going? Did they find something? Okay, so looking at my items. So let's look at the Dawnbreaker. So when you look at my damage, it's at 10660, even though it says 106, but it's actually that kind of damage. And so I've been able to make that legendary. Just as much as what I'm wearing are legendaries. They're not exactly the best. I've tried to make everything legendary as much as I possibly can. So that way that way I have a lot of protection. Oh my god, the gauntlets. Okay, so why isn't this having like a huge amount? Oh wow. And that is because of the set skills. So as you can see here, I've got, of course, Legendary Destruction. And I've got it all the way up. Now, of course, all I had to do for this to make it go really fast is to use the God mode ring, and of course keep up with the fast leveling up. It levels me up, and it also levels this up when I use very strong destructive magic. Same thing with the smithing. I just smith a little bit, and all of a sudden I'm at 100. I really should work on that too. Yeah, I really should actually work on that. Probably should be doing that. But I don't have that right now. Oh, there we go for that. So as you can see, there's a if you've played if you played the original Skyrim vanilla and everything and have completed it, gotten, you know, as much as you can for like trophies, or if you still want to go for trophies, then you'll have to not have mods. Mods are a great way though to re-experience something like Skyrim. Now I know that Fallout 4 has mods too, but because I want to be able to make sure that I have as much as I can for trophies, that would be, of course, a thing to keep going with that. Otherwise, I'd be going for mods and trying it out, see how well things go, etc., etc. Okay. You know what? I'm going to give you the idea. So this is what the water and everything looks like now. And then let's go ahead and go in here. And see how the cave looks. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. Of course the yellow will be yellow, but...
So, you're saying you brought that cat down alone? Why? You don't think I could do it?
So, let me show you the sunray.
Wasn't our last cat a cave bear? Yeah, why? Take down that one with your bare hands, too. Ah! Found you! Ah!
Now I do also have my legendary Nordbow, and that actually can also do a one-shot kill of dragons. Just so you know, it's got pretty strong. Come on. Oh, I got farmer arrows on here now? What's going on here? I wasn't thinking of the arrows. What's going on here? Let's change my arrows. I don't know if I can do the dwarven arrow, but not the bow. Things are pretty yellow around here, but there's a variety of different colors, so that actually does help. When I first started this particular mod yesterday or the day before, it was like didn't like it. And I was in a particular cave, or a particular, I guess it was actually a particular, like, fort or something. And it was all yellow, and it was like, oh, I don't like this. But I was also playing around with other weather ones.
Over here.
So I wonder what the poison arrows are like. Because I bought some poison arrows. At least I thought I did. Arrow, poison. Oh, there's a wind too. There's only 20 of them. So I can, so I probably shouldn't use too many, that's for sure. Look how yellow. Oh wow. Could use a crossbow with the explosive bolts. That would work out real well now, wouldn't it?
Looks like the boss is at it again.
Why? What's he doing now?
He's on one of his drunk rants.
Holy cispit. Okay, I'm gonna change this back because I only have a certain view on here. Ooh, the ancient book era. Now, which ones are good? Oh wow, bone arrows. Not that it really matters. Oh, there's no ebony. And of course, I'm partly doing this to increase my archery. See, it's a little bit too yellow around here, but then again, technically the only light source is this yellow-orange fire, so... And then you go up here, the lights here are kind of whitish, so that's gonna have that instead.
Now ain't this a surprise? Where are you?
I missed. You think you can beat me? I don't think so. Anybody asleep here so I can just do that? Oh, just in case I need it. Or actually two.
What are you waiting for?
Okay, well, let's try something interesting. Daedra course. I don't think so. Holy crap. How about a monitor? A frost giant? That ghost war is pretty damn good.
You won't get the best of me.
I'll get you.
You would think I'd be leveling up a whole lot because I use this a whole lot. And it's a saber-tooth. Of course, he's probably going to go after me, though. Of course, he's a little bit not there.
Everybody pushes me around.
If he's a
Well,
ghost,
no.
can't he just go right through it? I mean, seriously. Are you lost there, Mr. Ghost? Oh, come on. It's so close. And yet it's so far. See, now you can move. We know he's going to attack. Although I do have animal allegiance. Well, not yet. But I do have 2 shells. See. I know I got one more. There it is. This. Heck yeah! Okay, so... And how long is an animal allegiance? I'll help in my defense. Oh, come on. But I got it right. I know it's expert, so it's really touchy. Of course, master is even more touchy. Oh. Oh, come on, don't do that. He's on my side. Aw, come on, man. That's just bad. Look at all that yellow. You would almost think you'd be in the in one of my other favorite games, Deus Ex Human Revolution, right? The original one. So that one has a lot of yellow in it. Why they did that, I have no clue. I do though have the director's cut. If I eventually get something that probably a whole lot of people already have to actually record on PS3, PS2, etc., etc., I'll go ahead and do it. I'll definitely go ahead and have a playthrough with it. So that would be, I think, an ideal. So, because I'd like to be able to do that and go through some games that I loved on the PS3 and PS2. Excuse me. Alright. It's awfully yellow here. But then it changes because there's like additional light somewhere. So I think I can accept that for the most part. I wanted to get the most advantage, and I will have to say that this outdoor mod is probably one of the best that I tried some other ones. One of them had like a vivid color display, and I was like, this doesn't feel like Skyrim being as colorful as it is. Um, which may sound actually kind of strange to some people. um, but it just wasn't the same, like, feeling. So,
Damn Stormcloak
but
rebels.
somehow this one is keeping that feeling.
Good job. I knew I gave the mission to the right person. We're taking the city! Meet the soldiers gathering for the attack! Move it!
I guess we're here. Alright, sir, we're gonna go ahead and kick some butt.
Keep an eye out for Stormcloak spies.
It's so long since I killed a Stormcloak, my sword arm's getting flabby.
Really? Okay, where is it? Oh, it's no longer on my map. Ah, boy. Interesting. I can no longer do Windhelm. Which I actually did have a mission. Okay. Maybe it's not in the thing. General Tullis. Oh, well, that... Oh, it is over there. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do the docks then, I guess. And yes, I will be going back on Fallout 4 soon, so... I just felt like doing some more Skyrim. Sometimes I kind of miss the game. It's interesting how one would miss a game like this. There's certain games that I just don't want to miss. This is one of them. Probably another one would be like some of the Deus Ex games. Although it's been a while since I played the original. But it is on PS2 for me. My PC doesn't really work with the original for some reason. Of course, I don't do PC gaming, so that's probably biggest part of the problem right there. But the PS2 version is not bad. It really isn't. It's just missing some things. But I really do like the game. Okay, so where are they? Am I going the right direction? No, I'm not. It's not even showing. Yeah, look at all that fire. Where's the water when we need him? Okay. And am I still in the super speed mode? Probably not. So I think I'll just do that.
All right.
It's easier to see rather than do this all the time. There's certain ones I definitely do real quick, but yeah.
Time to deliver the
And if I need a shout, how about become
final
a third?
blow to the Stormcloak rebellion. You have all fought bravely and sacrificed much to bring us to this point. Yeah! Hide behind the walls of his castle. But we will
And
fight
here's
our
my
way
character.
in and drag him out
Meow.
through the rubble to face justice.
Yeah.
Because this is the end for them. The Stormcloaks will fight like cornered rats. They will be fierce and crafty. But they are no match for Legionnaires. You are the best and the brightest warriors in Tamriel. Professional soldiers. Fearless
Invisibility
and
potion.
devastating. The Emperor will be paying close attention to what happens here today. Men who distinguish themselves will be well rewarded. Yeah! Everyone
Yay!
with me
Woohoo!
for the Empire.
Yeah. Maybe I should actually have a different one. Let me do my golden sword. And you can actually see how that particular power of that one is. Okay, who's who, what's what. I want to know before I try to kill somebody and realize I killed the wrong people. There you go. Turn a little white there. You're a little pale there, sir. All right. You know, I could have had a home here. I could have solved a murder for you. But no, you didn't want that. Woohoo! Okay, I guess they were like reappearing right at the minute. Great, do I have to actually kill Rick? Probably. Like I had to kill the other guy in the other game. Palace of the Kings.
Secure the door.
Already done, sir.
Yeah! There goes Rory's still alive.
Of insurrection, murder of Imperial citizens. The assassination
Why does that sound awfully familiar?
against the Empire. It's over.
Not while I'm still breathing, it's not.
Step aside, Galmar. We're here to accept Ulfric's surrender.
I'll never
Come on, man, we don't want to
surrender
kill you.
into the hands of a corrupt.
Because you know I will be able to do it.
Skyrim doesn't
Or else my
belong
Ghost
to
Warrior
you.
will go ahead and terminate you.
No, but I belong to her.
Enough. You are traitors and will die traitors' deaths. Stand down and face public execution. Or advance and face summary execution by my hand. It matters little to me. Either way, I'll be sending your heads back to Cyrodiil.
Well, what are we waiting for?
I'll enjoy killing you!
What, you really want me to do this?
I have no problem killing you! How do you feel about dying?
Mustn't scare him off.
Well,
Sovereign.
I don't need any of that.
Right. Well,
Let the Dragonborn be the one to do it.
Huh?
It will make for a better song.
I kill all these characters.
song or
Dang it.
not, I just want it done. Well, I'm not quite done myself.
Oh,
Huh?
are you sure you really want to do that? I mean, seriously. That's the only thing about Imperials that they don't mind killing.
What was that, Legate?
Nothing. Just saying goodbye.
Well, the men will
Hey,
be
where you
expecting
been?
some
Oh.
kind of speech, and we'll need to hand the city over to that free winter fellow.
Runwolf. Yes, I've sent men to protect him and bring him here. Windhelm will need a government quickly if we are to prevent more violence.
The Legion will be staying
Can they
here
be
for
less
quite some
racist?
time.
Oh,
I don't expect there to be any further violence.
you know, I'd be happy to have some of the
Legate.
Dark Elves here.
It's been an honor to have you at my side. As a token of my appreciation, I want you to keep my sword. And now to deliver a speech.
Daedric Sword of the Vampire. Damn. Can I become like the tactical advisor? Seal acts a coward level. Only up to level 7? That ain't even worth it. The people here are probably like level 30 or something.
Attention! General
Except for
Tullius has
maybe
an
civilians.
The rebellion is over. Ulfric Stormcloak is dead. His head will be sent to Cyrodiil, where it will adorn a spike on the walls of the Imperial City. Let this day be a final warning to all who would still call themselves
I guess he
Stormcloaks.
can't get ahead,
We
huh?
are turning the city over to Brunwolf
Sorry,
Winter,
pun intended.
an honorable and faithful man.
Why are you looking at me? Look at your warriors, man.
Helm to aid the Jarl in restoring
Or do you
order
want me to
and
go down
stamping
there?
out
Okay,
any
let me go
embers
down
of
there.
rebellion that may
So
still
you look at your
smolder
freaking
here.
ass warriors.
In appreciation for your exemplary service.
Now they're all
your
looking at my
pay and
ghost warrior.
compensation to the widows of your fallen comrades. I am proud of all of you. All hail the Emperor. All hail his legionnaires.
Woohoo!
I hate giving speeches.
It wasn't so bad.
I hope we haven't just created a martyr.
There's bound to be resistance. There are many Stormcloak camps tucked away in the hills.
I bet Sheila Dark
They'll no
Elves will be
doubt
on your
strike
side.
whenever and wherever they can.
Just as long as you treat them well, right?
To inflame their passions, they'll settle down and return to their homes eventually.
I pray you're right. In the meantime, we'll continue to root them out and put them to the sword. We couldn't have done this without you. The Empire glories in your accomplishments. Come, Rika. There's still much to be done.
Were the Stormcloaks to prevail in dismantling Imperial rule in Skyrim, who would be her protector? No. We will crush this rebellion.
Yeah, I can put a dragon over here for a while. Will that do?
We sure showed them.
Excuse me, coming through. Okay, how did I get in? Is it over here? Yeah, it's over here. Like only one way to get in and out.
Middle of the
I wonder if I could still solve that murder thing and get a new place. Oh, wait a minute. Did that actually go bye-bye? Is that on fire? Oh my god. No, it isn't. Oh wow, look at the colors. Oh, this is strange. Strange colors for that. What are you, Arnold?